If you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Let me explain. Anchor has the tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. And best of all, it's totally free. So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Yes, it's Monday, June 6th, and this is...
What the Gentry-Jones?
What? Yes. I hope everybody's doing okay out there. We got the fake living room crowd today. I hope you got your coffee and your juice and your breakfast or whatever you're eating and drinking. It's kind of early to be actually drinking, though. But, hey, it's 7 o'clock somewhere.
What?
Hope y'all had a good week. Yeah, my week was, it was okay. Not much going on. I had neck pain that kept me awake a couple of nights. So I didn't sleep that good until last night. My wife gave me one of those neck pillow choker things. She actually bought it for me last year when I was on tour, but I never used it. So I decided to try it, and it worked. You know, I slept really well. So thank you. Okay, so some of you people, okay, so this is for the Uber riders.
What the Gentry-Jones?
What? Y'all need to make sure y'all get all of y'all stuff when y'all get out of the car. So I was talking to this guy yesterday, he's an Uber driver, and he was telling me about things that get left in the cars. So I guess the other day, somebody left a gag ball in the Uber. So any of you out there in the Dallas area, if you got to your destination and, you know, were missing a gag ball, you might want to check with that last Uber driver. So he may still have it. It may be still sitting in the car. I don't know if he even picked it up. Maybe with some latex gloves, you know. But something like that, yeah, you really got to pay attention to. You don't want to just leave a gag ball lying around. Or maybe some of us. I wonder what the protocol would be for something like that. Do you call that in? Is there a technical name for it? Is there a code name for it? I wonder how you, do you seek out that person or do you just let it go? Or do you keep it and use it? You know, I know somebody out there knows. Hey, y'all can just send a voicemail. You know, I won't tell anybody. I know there's some gag ball users out there. Between the people listening to this and our followers, there's got to be one or two gag ball users out there. So I won't tell anybody. Just slip me a message, okay? Cool. Okay. So a lot of y'all know I've been trying to get back in shape. You know, ever since 2020, really. I see a lot of people who really got bigger. And the term for that is, we'll just call it quarantine thick. That's what you are. Yeah, you got quarantine thick. So how many of y'all dealing with that right now? You know, I want some messages and comments or something. Let me know how y'all dealing with it. It's hard to get rid of, right? Especially since you got used to that, 6 to 8 hours of Netflix every day because you couldn't go outside or go to work. So to all the fellas, it might take your woman some time to work that off. So just think of it as them, taking time to get rid of that blanket that's been on the sofa. Eventually they'll get rid of it. But hey, some people are carrying their quarantine thick well. Shout out to those. So yeah, it's not fat, it's quarantine thick. That's what it is. That's what we'll call it. Okay, so I'm trying to watch TV the other day, and there are a lot of just dumb TV shows on right now, you know? So I usually go to those stations that are showing the old school TV. That's my thing, you know? I love all the old school TV. You know, who missed the old school TV? Like Sanford and Son, All in the Family, Three's Company, The Jeffersons. So Lenny Kravitz's mom was on that show. Gilligan's Island. I used to love Gilligan's Island, and then eventually I started he just frustrated me and I couldn't watch it anymore. You know, just the realization that no matter how smart of an idea that the professor came up with, Gilligan was going to screw it up. So that just got frustrating. Captain Kangaroo, I used to love. The Electric Company, that was my show when I was a kid, man. You know, some people liked Sesame Street. I couldn't wait for the Electric Company to come on. Electric Company and actually Zoom. Zoom, zoom, zooma, zoom. Come on and zooma, 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 zoom. Yeah, that was my show. Yeah, and then, you know, also, so kids today don't understand what it's like to not have cartoons every day, at any time of the day. You know, when we were young, you watched cartoons on Saturday morning, and that was it. You got up Saturday morning, and you got all of your cartoons. Bugs Bunny, Pink Panther, I can't even remember them all right now. But those were two of my favorites. And, there were shows like, I don't know if people remember this, man. This is like really Sigmund and the Sea Monsters. Ugh, yeah. Like Land of the Lost. That was my, man, come on. Those were shows. Man. Tom and Jerry. That was another cartoon. Yeah, man. But now you get cartoons 24/7. Kids don't know what it's like to only have cartoons for like 4 to 6 hours a week. And I guess that's when you had to go to the next thing, which was actually going outside and playing. Now there's a new concept. Yeah. You actually had to go outside and do something physical. Like play ball or run or skate or ride bikes or just chase people for no reason. You just started chasing each other. So yeah, what do you think was better? You think access to 24/7 cartoons or just that one Saturday morning group of cartoons? Which was better? Or which is better? Let me know what you think. I gotta tell you, my favorite cartoons in the past, 10, 15 years have been, they're super silly. So one is Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Love it. And the other is The Boondocks. I love that one even more. Y'all need to check those out. They're in reruns somewhere. So I wanna focus on some positive energy. You know, we always hear the saying, 1 minute can change everything. And it just takes one bad decision to change everything. So we're not gonna focus on that. We're gonna focus on, it just takes one good decision to change everything. We need to focus on making more good decisions, better decisions. You know, it could change your life. It could change someone else's life. It could change life, just period. You know, it's crazy. And in this internet social media era, a lot of times people don't think before they say something. They don't think before they type something. And being behind that keyboard and in a closed room or wherever, in your basement or wherever, it may give you that feeling of, hey, my voice means something at this point. And my voice matters in any issue, whether it pertains to me or not. And that's, sometimes not saying something is the best thing. Like, the best friend is a friend who can listen. Like, if you have someone who really is trying to bare their soul or trying to confide in you or trying to, just open up just for their own benefit, just to get something out. The thing to do is don't question. Just listen. Just listen. Because you don't want to, by questioning, you start to give them certain insecurities about what they're telling you. And you start to redirect how they're going to tell you and what they tell you. Once you start questioning it, let people get a complete thought out first. Let them get a complete thought out. Let them get the whole story out the way they want to get it out, using the words they want to use or the words they use. I have a good friend like that. I try to tell him a story or tell him something that's going on, and he's asking me questions the entire time. If he would just shut up and let me get the whole story out, all of those questions would be answered. All of them. So yeah, don't be that guy. We have to stop. We have to start listening to the message as opposed to listening to how the message is delivered. That's what we have to start doing also. We just got to start listening more and paying attention more. And sometimes it's just best not to speak. So, yeah, that's my take on it. Okay, I want to give a shout out to my man, Nelson Curry. Been knowing this guy for a while. Been enjoying his music. It's soul, blues, R&B. He has that real down home flavor with a little bit of sophistication. So yeah, I want y'all to check this out. It's Nelson Curry.
Hey, Shackman.
Yeah.
Let me have a shot of soul.
Sometimes we go out, hole in the wall, little sugar shack, somewhere to have a good time. Grown folks, let's go. Don't need no fancy clothes to do our thing. Just shiny earrings and some fake gold rings. Get all your friends, cause it's time to go out. Tell them to meet me at the liquor house. You don't need no high class woman. You don't need no fancy pants man. You don't need a whole lot of money.
Okay, that's my man Nelson Curry. Yeah, so y'all go to his page or go Spotify, iTunes, whatever, YouTube, and check out some of his music, all right? Yeah. All right, so right here I want to talk about, there's some phrases that people use and how people say things that some of them you got to just stop saying, because some of them, they just don't go with what you're saying. They don't go with what you're doing. So one of them is when someone says, "You had me by the balls." So just think about that for a second. A lot of times people say that when they're making a decision or making a choice. Like, "Man, I don't know what to do, man. They really got me by the balls." Well, you would know what to do if they had you by the balls, literally. You would agree to whatever. You would just say, "Yeah, okay, whatever." You would say, "Yes." You might say, like, "Yes, yes." But you're going to agree to it. So it's not, when people say, "You got me by the balls," and they can't decide, that means they don't have them by the balls. If they had you by the balls, you would have already made your decision. You could have said, "Well, I did this because they had me by the balls." And that would be right. But no, it's not you don't contemplate when someone has you by the balls. That's not a time to contemplate. I would never see somebody contemplating if someone had them by the balls. It's yes. It's yes at that point to whatever. So yeah, stop using "had me by the balls" when you can't make up your mind about something. Or when someone, I guess if someone has the advantage, you can say that. But it's more like if they've won, because that's submission at that point. You have to submit. Someone has you by the balls, you give up. You're like, whatever, just let go. And so as I sit here right now, that's kind of a painful thought to think about, so I'm going to get off this subject. Okay. It is time to go. Time to start this Monday. Get some work done. Get some things done, people. Get up, get out, and do something. That's what it is. So I hope you all have a beautiful Monday and a beautiful week. I'm going to try to have the same. And we'll be back next Monday. Peace.